guys, so I wanted to kind of, I don't know, just post a video. I haven't posted on here in a month, and I wanted to kind of give like some life updates, some hair updates. I'm going to share with you guys my current wavy hair routine. I'm about to start it right now. And also like some pregnancy updates because I am in my third trimester. I'm 30 weeks pregnant now, so I have 2 months left, which is insane. But anyways, so obviously in pregnancy my hair's been like, maybe it's not obvious, a little bit extra dry. So I've been using this combo of products that has been so hydrating. Oh my gosh. So this is the xmondo conditioning mist. So it used to be called Hydromania, now it's called Hydrify apparently on the website. This is like so hydrating. It gives me really good curl clumps, which like was kind of shocking to me. And then this is the Shea Moisture 100% virgin coconut oil daily hydration styling gel. So these together are like amazing, but also on their own they each like really hydrate my hair so well. I love it. But you guys, this pregnancy has been so good overall. Like, I remember in my pregnancy with Rosie, I told so many people, like, I never want to be pregnant again. And I think, like, all of the, like, not so fun symptoms of pregnancy just really got to me. They got in my head. I was, like, I convinced myself I was miserable because I've had a lot of the same symptoms this pregnancy, but I just kind of decided before I got pregnant that I was not going to let it get to me. I've been doing my best to do that, and like up until my third trimester I really did a good job at that. But now I hit my third trimester and oh my gosh, I'm like not sleeping. My like hips and legs are going numb when I sleep. Chamomile tea has been a lifesaver though. Like I literally cannot sleep unless I have 2 bags of chamomile tea before I go to bed. So I at least found something that's working. I'm like out of breath now. I'm losing energy. Some days I just have like zero motivation to do anything. But I'm 2 months away. I do feel like this pregnancy's like flown by, and then once I hit my third trimester, it's like slow motion though, which is kind of sucky because it was going so fast. So after I apply that to soaking wet hair, I do plop, and then I'm just gonna do my makeup with you guys while I tell you about a very scary thing that happened this pregnancy, which so we basically like thought my water broke, which is just weird because I had like a water breaking scare with Rosie too, but at that point I was like about to deliver, so it wasn't that scary. I'm gonna try out the Dime Super Firm Serum. So they are having like some sort of a savings event right now, some sort of like a discount. So I'll put that on the screen. I don't remember what it is, but I do have like a link or a code or something. I don't know where I'm supposed to put this, but it's supposed to help with fine lines, which I feel like I'm starting to notice around my eyes. We're getting old, you guys. Anyways, next I'm gonna use this Merit Great Skin Serum. If you have dry skin or if you are pregnant like me, highly recommend. My skin is dry outside of pregnancy. During pregnancy, it's like, oh my gosh, it's ridiculous, but this serum is so hydrating. It's basically like an oil and it's so great. But so we were at the river one day swimming for a few hours, you know, whatever, and we get in the car and I felt like I peed my pants, which during pregnancy is not like totally bizarre, but normally it's just like when I sneeze or something and it's like a little trickle. This was like, oh, I full on just peed my pants. So I kind of like laughed it off, and then we drove home. Like 30 minutes later, we get out of the car, I go inside, I go to sit down to go to the bathroom, and it happened again, like before I even like fully sat, and this is too much information. Anyways, it happened again, and it was like another big gush, and I was like, what is going on? Like, why am I peeing my pants like this? And then it hit me like, oh, this is what people say it feels like when your water breaks. And then I started to panic because at this point I was 26 weeks pregnant, and that is a very scary time for your water to break. And I'd never had my water break. They broke it for me in the hospital, and I already had an epidural with my first at that point, so I don't really know what it feels like, but this was literally 2 big gushes that felt like I peed my pants, and I just like started to panic. I tried to call the hospital, and so basically my midwives like gave me this piece of paper. I'm seeing midwives at the hospital, and it basically has a list of things where it's like, if this happens, call us immediately. Leaking fluid is one of the big ones. So I tried to call every one of the 5 numbers that was on that paper, and all of them was just like ringing for a minute and disconnecting immediately. And I was like, what's going on? I literally can't get in touch with the hospital, with the labor and delivery, with the emergency line, with my midwives directly. Like, I could not get a hold of anybody. So thank God I have a doula. So I called her, and I was like, I told her what was going on, and she basically told me that she was like, okay, I'm gonna try and call the numbers, because I thought something was wrong with my phone. And she was like, I'm going to this one hospital in our area, and she told me that I should just go ahead and go to this other hospital because they have a better NICU if this is something really serious. And as soon as she said the word NICU, I just like burst into tears. Even now, I'm like, gosh, I'm gonna cry. But it just like felt so real that like, oh my gosh, this could like really be something serious. Like, this is concerning. So yeah, the hospital where I'm seeing the midwives, they just don't do deliveries earlier than like 32 weeks, I think. So they basically, if I had gone there and it was my water, they would have transferred me to this other hospital anyways. So I just decided like, I don't want to be moved around. I'm just going to go to this other one, even though my providers aren't there. Plus, I can't get a hold of my providers, which was, oh my gosh, it made me so mad. I forgot to say this part, but it turns out I found out like an hour or so later that there was some sort of like cyber attack or something on the phone lines, and so literally nobody could make a call. I think it was with like several different phone companies, but it was affecting the entire hospital, which was insane. Like, what are the chances that my one and only like emergency pregnancy scare happens when all of the phone lines are down at the hospital? Now, thank God the other hospital, the phone lines weren't down for it, but I was just like, this cannot be real life right now. Like I said, we just got home from the river. Brian was putting Rosie down for a nap. She was exhausted. And I went and told him, I was like, we need to go to the hospital right now. Like, this is really serious. It could be really serious. So we had to get Rosie up, poor little baby. We just put her down. She was so confused. And we just like took her to the hospital in her jammies. And I like called my mom. She was going to meet us there and get Rosie. And, after my initial like sob session, I kind of calmed down and I was like, okay, I'm not going to spiral until it's confirmed that that was my water. Like, there's no need to sit here and think about worst case scenario. Like, maybe it was nothing and I don't need to panic yet. And so we get there and they get us checked in. They did everything pretty quick. Like, within an hour, they had done all the tests and whatever. It was not my water, praise God. And I don't know, like, even walking into the hospital, I told Brian, I was like, I feel kind of calm. Like, I just really feel like everything's going to be okay. And like, we were praying about it. And then, yeah, so they ran the test. They were like, it's not your water. And I was like, then what was it? He was like, well, it's totally normal to like pee your pants during pregnancy. I was like, no, this was not pee. This was like a milky white liquid that gushed out of me 2 times. Like, this was not pee. And he was like, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. So basically, we did not get any answers. We have no idea what that was. It was very strange. But thank God it wasn't my water and everything's okay. Baby was fine. They measured like the fluid in my belly. Everything was good. 10 out of 10, very scary. Oh my gosh, you guys, side note. So I've been using this Dime eyelash boosting serum in my eyebrows because I figured you can use it both places. I'm going to put up a before and after of this eyebrow. It is actually insane, the difference. Like, this brow has not grown for like a year and it's just been like really thin and in like weird spots. It is not, I literally haven't been able to get it to grow. And I used this for a month or less. I probably used it like 4 or 5 times. And it literally, this brow was like almost thicker or just as thick as this one now. The before and after is wild. So that's crazy. If you want a eyebrow serum or a lash serum is what it technically is. I'm gonna go ahead and take this down because I feel like I just look like a goober, or maybe I should just back up. No, I should take it down. So I normally leave that for like 10-ish minutes, and then I put another, I'm gonna put a foam in it. I'm actually gonna use this mousse by Umberto Giannini. I use a mousse or a foam, just kind of depending on my mood. Oh my gosh. This one's really lightweight though, so it's nice. I never feel like I have too much product in my hair with the Umberto Giannini products. Zoop. It's good to add an extra hold product before you diffuse to avoid frizz. So what some of you may not know is that our birth is going to be a surprise gender. So we don't know if we're having a boy or a girl, which is so exciting. I literally have no inklings whatsoever. In the beginning of my pregnancy, I thought it was a boy. I was convinced. And then in my second trimester, I was like, oh no, it's definitely a girl, because I have one like main girl name in mind. So we have to pick a girl name and a boy name. Names are so hard for us anyways. I don't know why we did this to ourselves, but now we have to pick two names. Anyways, my primary girl name, I started seeing it everywhere. Like, I'm not kidding, everywhere. And so I was like, oh, it's definitely a girl. And then I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, I was just like, actually maybe it is a boy. So now I'm just confused. I have no idea. Everyone keeps asking me like, what's your instinct telling you? I'm like, I don't have an instinct. I don't know. It could really go either way. And I'm finally to the point where I think I would genuinely be happy either way. At first I was nervous about a boy just because we have a really small house, and I was like, Rosie's bedroom is pink. They will be sharing that room. And not that it really matters, but it would be easier if we just had another girl, because then they could both share their little pink room. But now I'm like so excited for a boy. I really want Brian to have a boy. So now I'm just excited. It could go either way, obviously. Very fun. And it's kind of fun to not know, actually. I never thought I would be someone that would be like down to do a surprise gender, but wow, it's fun. I mean, it's killing all my friends and family. They are dying to know, but I'm really not. I'm like, I think it's just gonna add to the excitement of birth, because we have like one more announcement to make at birth, you know? So that's fun. I also just had my glucose test, which I was super nervous about, because with Rosie, I saw a midwife at a birthing center. So she doesn't do the traditional glucose test. Like, basically what I did with her was I just came into her office in the morning and she pricked my finger and tested my blood sugar levels before I ate, like my fasting levels. And then she told me to go eat breakfast and then come back after 2 hours, and she was gonna test it again, because she was like, I think it makes no sense to see how your body reacts to real food and not to some sugary drink you're never gonna have again. So I really liked that method, but I did fail my test because she said my fasting levels were too low, which made me so mad. But anyways, I had my glucose test. I didn't know what to expect. I've never done like a real one in the hospital. I did do the fresh test though, which is basically like a dye-free, more natural version, and it was delicious. It literally tasted like lemonade, and I kind of want to buy more just to drink it. Very yummy. But anyways, I passed. I was so excited. Yeah, because that was definitely a big concern. I'm like, limiting carbs and tracking your sugar in pregnancy is just like such a big bummer. I'm just gonna use this Merit, what is this, an oil? I don't know. That was more pigmented than I expected. I'll try to link products down below. Okay, now I'm gonna diffuse. Okay, I just got a package from Merit, which I wasn't expecting. Oh my gosh, can someone please tell delivery drivers to not bang on your door? Like, 10 out of 10, very scary. Oh my gosh, they literally sent me another of these. That's so nice. Maybe I'll give that to my mom, because I already have a whole one. I don't really need two. Okay, you guys, my hair is like pretty much completely dry now. I just need to scrunch out this cast a little bit more. But oh my gosh, I have so much definition. I hope you guys can see. It looks so good. It was starting to look frizzy as I was diffusing it, but now it just looks wonderful. And then I also wanted to show you guys our kitchen. So it's pretty much finished. We have a few like little finishing touches, but I've showed it kind of like in the background of some of my videos, but It looks so good. I will show you guys the before, but my husband did the whole thing himself. Well, with the help of a friend for a little bit of it, but it looks so good. Did Daddy make this? Yeah.